This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Oh, budget cuts.
More my style.
It's public domain. So
I like that. Okay, this can go on YouTube.
Yes. Now we're fine. Our Elvis show has got really copyright strikes.
It sounded so epic for the minute there. What happened?
It did. Budget cuts.
Oh,
sorry about that.
Again.
But welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Zack.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our Elvis episode.
No. You just keeping that energy going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you to everyone who complimented the art and said it looked cool, particularly Chris, who said that I looked great as 68.
You
Comeback
did.
special Elvis.
Yeah.
You actually really
I agree.
did.
Black leather Elvis
Black
with a
leather,
beard.
black leather looks fab on you, she said. Thank you for that. But Natalie Nuttall said, this episode gave me flashbacks to high school, listening to In the Ghetto and being made fun of. Sorry you were bullied too, Kent. They just don't get it. Look, I like the song just
It was
fine.
deep.
I just don't get it.
In the ghetto.
My husband proposed to me by singing Can't Help Falling in Love with You because I've always loved Elvis. Thank you for the episode. That is so adorable. I'm not... That actually sounded like I was talking about.
You know who
I
else
really
loved
meant
the
that.
episode?
Who that?
Your mom.
Yeah, she did. She said, I love this episode. I really enjoyed listening to all your picks, and I only wanted to disown my son twice. No, 3 times. Baconsale. It's a great episode about an incredible artist. Thank you, gentlemen. So there you go. Mom approved. Baconsale.
Yeah. And if you are a patron of Baconsale, we've already posted cover art. What do we call that? Wallpaper?
Yeah.
Wallpaper.
Yeah.
We've done some behind the scenes photos. We've done some notes. A lot of fun stuff there. If you're a patron of Baconsale, a lot of extra behind that episode too.
And finally, something very bragworthy from one of our listener so Tim Hemingway posts a picture and said, why, yes, that is me posing with one of Elvis's microphones at Sun Studios where his early music was recorded. Fun episode. I'm far less angry at your opinions than I was in the Beatles episode because I'm far less of an Elvis fan. But you've been a Sun Records.
Yeah,
and
hopefully the episode changed that.
You've inspired me to, at minimum, listen to your Spotify playlist. And that's all we ask. Thank you.
I listened to it all weekend as I was cleaning up my place.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Zach?
We are talking about the Olympics. Oh, it's
Wait.
Summer Olympic time.
Zach. We've already discussed the Olympics on Baconsale episode 70, Mary Lou Retton and the Golden Snitch, and on Baconsale episode 314, the Baconsalia Summer Olympics, and on Baconsale episode 338, the Baconsalia Winter Olympics.
Here's the problem. We got a real issue, and it involves the great land of Baconsalia.
Oh, Baconsalia, oh, Baconsalia.
Oh, Baconsalia.
That's the theme song?
Oh, Baconsalia.
Is that what we came up with?
Today. Our lyricist was not great. No, but here in the land of Baconsalia, where we've done a couple of these, we've represented
It's
ourselves.
really evolved over time.
Yeah.
Somehow, because we represented the sports.
However, due to a clerical error, Baconsalia has been chosen as the next host city for the Summer Olympics.
What?
And Mayor Bigmustache, you remember him?
Did you hear he got elected to a new office?
Did he?
Prime Minister Bigmustache.
Really?
Yeah.
We have a prime minister?
It's a country. Yeah, you can be a mayor of a country.
No governor. No.
Hey, it's our country. We can have a mayor if we want.
It's
Prime Minister Bigmustache.
We can mayor if we want to.
That's our other theme song. But Prime Minister Bigmustache has
Minister McMustache.
he's crowned us the Baconsalia Olympic Committee, and it is up to us to help make it more Baconsalia friendly because we don't have as large of a budget as, say, Paris or Barcelona.
Or the United States. Because if we did have budget, we would probably have a suitable costume that would fit our entire body.
Because our costume in the past episodes has been nothing more than a Speedo and with the addition of a scarf.
Yeah, I think it's really aerodynamic.
It's not for me. I could use some more coverage, buddy.
Wait, so we didn't even do that well at the last Olympics, which was not 4 years ago. It was randomly 3 years ago.
It's odd.
And now we get to host the entire event.
It was a clerical error. I don't know what. That's just what the letter said.
Paris.
And so we are going to have to make it more cost effective, which what it means is we have the current events for the Olympics, for the Summer Olympics. It's just too much money.
Yeah.
And so we need to make some cutbacks. We need to make it more cost effective. And so we are in charge of getting rid of some of these events and replacing them with more cost-effective
And we've
ones.
already talked and tiered about those events, and we talked about which ones are not even that fun to watch. And you know what? We want people to watch the Baconsalia Olympic Games. And so we're going to pick games that we think would be more fun to watch, more fun to participate in, and cost-effective. We're on a budget, like we said.
And so each of us have come to the table today with 6 events that we are going to be cutting, and also 6 new events, more cost-friendly events that we are going to be replacing them with so that we can host the Olympics in our country. And we're not up to par.
I'm not sure how much land we have. I think we're going to have to make that up as we go.
It's already here, Kent. It's already, we just have to look around.
Look around. Oh, we do have a big field.
We do.
There's a hill over there.
So far, so good. There's some trees.
Do we have a swimming pool?
We do.
Okay.
It's inflatable.
Is it like surf and swim? Basically, we're going to borrow surf and swim, maybe?
We'll just have to see. But
okay.
Zach, can you run down the events from the most recent Summer Olympics?
All right. Our events are as follows. Archery, aquatics. There's a lot in there.
Oh, yeah.
Athletics. There's also a lot in there. Badminton.
Not a lot
in there. Basketball, boxing. Okay, this is where I should be saying baseball. Actually, that's not true. It would have been a couple ago because this is alphabetical order. However, baseball's gone because World Baseball Classic's awesome and Olympic baseball sucks. So they replaced it with the equally awesome break dancing.
Breaking.
What?
They're just calling it breaking?
Which we didn't talk about.
It's the prequel to Breaking 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, breakdancing is in the Olympics.
It's a thing now.
Yeah,
we're going to have freestyle rap battles at the next one.
I don't think I disagree. I don't think that we are because we're going to cut it here.
Okay, well, here we go. Okay, what else we got?
Canoe, cycling, equestrian, fencing, football. That's like football.
Football, soccer,
golf, gymnastics, handball, hockey, judo, modern pentathlon, rowing, rugby sevens, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, triathlon, volleyball, weightlifting, and wrestling.
Yes, and if you want to know more about each one of those events and what our thoughts on them, you can go listen to episode 314. That's where we really go into depth.
Except breaking, which sucks. Okay, next.
Half of those just put me to
Electric
sleep,
Boogaloo ain't bad.
It's kind of fun.
So wait, are we on the Olympic Committee? Are we participating?
We are the Olympic Committee.
Oh, we're in so much
just
trouble.
us.
We got promoted to the Olympic Committee for our performance in the last 2 games.
So do we get to replace every single sport here, or do we get to keep some of the good ones?
Some. There are some tier 1 sports here.
Okay.
Well, aquatics, we all gave tier 1. I mean, gold medals. I mean,
spoilers. But no, we each of us get to cut 6 items.
Oh, that's arbitrary.
Prime Minister Bigmustache said.
I mean, that makes sense.
He looked at the budget and said you got
12.
to cut events. So we're going to a total of 18 here. Sure. They're going to be cut from the original list, and we're going to replace them with whatever we feel like that we think it will be more cost effective. Or also he said that if it will draw eyes to the event, we can then get sponsors and we can make money there too. So even if it's just really cool, even if it's not cost effective, but it's cool and we'll get people to watch.
Or like a relevant sport to what people actually play.
Yeah.
Because like sailing
takes me away.
Like, who's watching sailing? We talked about that.
We sang that last time.
Yeah, we did. Okay, so should we just get started? Joel, do you want to cut a sport and replace it with an event?
Yes. This was more of a cost-effective that I'm doing. Because I feel like we can cut boxing. We're going to cut boxing because, first of all,
cost-effective.
We didn't. Not a lot of us liked it. It was kind of a boring sport, but we're replacing it with bowling.
Cost effective.
Do you know why?
Because we have lots of bowling alleys.
Because the signage is going to be really easy to change. Boxing, you kind of paint over the X and turn it into a WL, and then it's bowling.
Are you just doing it for that reason?
That's one of the main reasons I'm doing it.
Do we have to make new animations like Olympic animations when someone gets a spare?
No, we can just go down to Lou's bowling alley and use that. I already talked to him. He said it's okay.
I hate watching professional bowlers, though. I like watching regular people bowl because professional ones, they're just too good. Is this fun to watch?
I think it's going to be fun to watch because Lou's isn't the best facility and sometimes breaks down, which could be fun to watch. We already have a bowling alley here. Why not?
We have a bowling alley in Baconsalia.
We all love Lou. A little creepy, but we love him.
He promised me free bowling for a year if I got this one.
You sell out.
No, it's above the table. I just told you guys about it.
Listen,
free bowling for all 3 of us guys.
They've fired previous Olympic committees for that exact reason you're talking about.
I heard nothing about this.
So I'm looking at the budget. I think I'm the accountant of the Baconsalia Olympic
I like
team.
this. Okay.
And I think based on that change, we have saved negative $3,000.
Wait, the bowling alley's already there. We don't have to buy any gloves.
You think boxing's hard? Boxing is two people with gloves.
Guys, it's all about the signage.
Boxing
so easy to change.
It's been a part of all but 2 Olympic games. You're getting rid of boxing.
That's okay.
You're okay with it?
I'm okay with that.
All right. Our first event replacement, boxing is gone, replaced by bowling.
Bowling is in.
Kent.
I'm going to cut badminton.
Why?
Why not?
Zach he's a fan of badminton.
Zach, why are you a fan of badminton?
Because it's awesome. I gave it a gold medal last time. I think it's fun. Hitting a birdie through the air. You got the long stick.
But at the Olympics, come on.
But no.
If you see high level badminton play.
But we talked about badminton before. Kent, what are you replacing badminton with?
Flag football.
Stop.
Flag football.
Flag football.
Listen, because we have football on the list, but it's soccer. We don't have actual football. And in fact, I don't even want to see that, but I would love to see Baconsalia versus Turkey in flag football.
But wait, why not? Why flag football and not just regular football?
Because this is a backyard game. And honestly, probably most of my games will be games that people can actually play. And also, we don't want our Olympians to get hurt. It's a little bit tender, right?
That's why I got rid of boxing.
Yeah, probably why you got rid of it.
No one gets hurt during bowling.
But I think to see really good flag football players that have been training their entire lives for this would be actually pretty cool to see.
Now, are we going to use like the professional clippy flags?
Yes.
Or are we just going to have like
socks,
a scarf hanging out of or a sock hanging out of the back of their pants?
Actually, it's going to be a sock hanging out of the Speedos because everyone's wearing our costume.
Hold on, that is our national uniform.
Listen, if we're hosting, everyone is wearing flag color Speedos.
Wow.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Everyone.
No. It's a Baconsalia strategic move.
What? Why can't we force that on others?
Well, not everyone's going to be wearing jeans at the Paris Olympics because the United States is.
No, but Ken, here's the other issue: is we're trying to cut costs. And
so we don't want to make Brazilian Speedos?
Unless it's BYOS, I think we have to just bring your own Speedos. I think we in Baconsalia just use our Speedos and everyone else come as they are.
Yeah.
Come as they are.
They have their budget, which is way more than ours.
Maybe it is a little more low budget with the flags, but I think this would probably be teams of 5-on-5. So this wouldn't be like a full football team.
Okay.
This wouldn't be like a team of 3, but this is enough to toss the ball around and try to chase people down.
I just desperately don't want to play flag football against a Baconsalia opponent.
Because the Speedo?
Mm-hmm. what area of the body gets tugged in a flag football match?
Listen,
the back.
We're tight. It's everything's good.
Pass. Please pass.
But flag football is now an Olympic event.
In Baconsalia.
And this will be elimination, right? We can talk about maybe the rules or how they play, but this is elimination based.
Badminton has been replaced by flag football. Well, it's my turn in the Olympic Committee. I'm looking through and going, there's a lot that I could get rid of, but what are we about here? Cost-effective savings.
Yes.
And you know what's really expensive, gentlemen? Horses. Horses are very expensive.
They're so expensive.
They're only for the rich
expensive
and elite.
pets.
We are not the rich and elite. So you know what's gone? Equestrian.
It's been a part of all but the first Olympic Games.
Zach, why do you get rid of equestrian? I have been hand-making little saddles for all the dogs in town.
Oh,
just so
are we supposed to ride the dogs?
I was planning on that, but apparently I can stop
dressage
now.
with the dogs.
Dressage with the dogs.
Joel is the biggest fan among us. He gave a silver medal.
I did
to the equestrian event.
I just like saying dressage.
Kent and I did not. I don't like this at all. But it's again very cost ineffective. The large, the large pens that you have to have and all that. No,
it's also hard to score as well.
We're getting rid of horses. For what?
Wait. In Baconsalia, are we getting rid of all horses?
All horses. Baconsalia.
We only have one horse in the town. This is a one horse town.
It's literally a one horse town.
So we got all our cheese.
Yeah. You know what we're going to replace it with? Horse. That's what we're replacing it with.
Oh, wow.
Nice plot
well
twist.
played.
Because what do we have? We got basketball courts in the form of that church building over there. That works.
So cool.
Church building's free. I have a key to it.
Perfect.
It's the Olympic Games. We should have a key to. What if we get locked out?
I have a key.
I know, but still, we're in charge of the Olympic Games.
And it works on every day except for Monday nights.
Okay, that makes sense.
Doesn't beat me on those nights.
Oh, so let's talk about horse. Why would it be a cool Olympic event?
Because it's going to be, I think, playing horse now, if you don't know. Horse is a game played by, 2 or more people on a basketball court where one person shoots, and if they make that shot, The second person and subsequent people have to make the exact same shot from the exact same place.
And you have to call it before.
You have to call it.
Could you imagine the cool trick shots that people have practiced their whole lives to do?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that horse and the trick shots and everything incorporate trampolines and all sorts of stuff, if budget pending. That would be more entertaining than actual Olympic basketball.
Can I ask you guys a personal question?
Yeah, of course.
What was your go-to horse shot? When you were playing horse and you wanted to trip up everyone else, what was your go-to shot?
Hook shot.
What?
Far away.
Far away?
Far away.
Hook shot.
Hook shot?
Free throw line.
You can do that?
Launching over the shoulder like you're holding a bazooka.
But you have to call it before.
Possible. Yeah, far away is possible.
Joel, what was yours?
Backwards. I'd go far away
that's
and backwards.
hard.
I'd do like a granny shot backwards.
And if you made it, you're like, yeah, I meant to do that.
Oh, yeah. I was not good at horse.
Are horsey shots allowed in the Olympic Games? Or is it just horse?
We don't have any horses to shoot.
They shoot horses, don't they?
You know, like if you get to the end of horse and you're like, I'll give you another chance with the horsey shot. Did you guys ever do that?
No. What is that?
I never made it to the end of the game. I couldn't spell.
Let's play pig.
Wait, what is a horsey shot?
Horsey shot is like if you just want to extend the game and not play another one, it's like you get another chance. And then you're still
so
at
you
E.
extended by an S and an I and an E.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay, so I love it.
horsey.
Zach, that's a great choice and a great joke.
And very cost effective. As the accountant, I'm very proud of myself right now. Joel, what's your second choice?
Baconsalia is a landlocked country.
Are we? I kind of picture us being an island for some reason.
Really? Anyway, what I was going to say...
Maybe it's just there's a stream and I thought we were an island because there's a stream by us.
Islands in the stream. No, what I was thinking is that we don't really have large bodies of water around here.
Yeah.
We do not.
And all of us were not big fans of sailing.
No.
So I am cutting sailing.
Yeah.
I'm in. That's fine.
It's a confusing sport anyways.
It feels a lot like, granted, when you're watching on TV, it's one thing, but I always think about the crowds there.
Yeah.
And they watch the boats go out. And it's like the Goblet of Fire. You know, when they're doing the Tri-Wizard tournament.
They jump in the water and then they're gone.
They're gone. And everyone's just kind of sitting there like, hey.
Are there 3 people drowning that you have to save?
We don't know. Or when he flies out with the dragon, you're like, I'm assuming he's over there with something. Are they going in the hedge maze?
That was breaking the rules, though.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have left.
But then in the hedge maze, too, I'm like, they're just sitting there staring at bushes.
Save it for our Goblet of Fire
Yeah,
episode.
save it for our Goblet of Fire episode.
Our Tri-Wizard tournament episode.
My son.
Are we going to do an episode of Goblet of Fire? Anyway, I've derailed us because what is more, sailing, also not cost effective. All those boats and have to maintain the water.
Yeah, you're right.
We have to get rid of the leashes. It's going to be very difficult. So what I instead am proposing is instead of seeing boat sailing, what about a small wooden ball sailing along a ski board platform? I don't know what the word is.
What?
Okay, so
Explain what you're saying.
I talked to Lou.
Yeah.
He has the bowling alley.
Zach, do you see what's happening? He's getting paid off again.
I'm not getting paid off.
Free bowling for a year. What else are you going to
That's
get?
for all of us.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
And
cool.
How is Joel sponsored?
And this is I also get free nachos for all of us for this.
Lou's
one.
Bowling is a sponsor.
Because you can play skee ball with one hand while you're eating your nachos. So
Skee ball?
Nachos
ball.
in the left hand if you're right-handed.
I'm saying skee ball replaces sailing. And I think skee ball is one of those games that everyone enjoys playing
Yeah.
as long as you have a limited number of quarters.
Right.
And I feel like it's one that anyone can pick up and do well at.
Is there a long track or is this a standard size
This
track?
is the one that lose. It's the standard 3. Like there's 4 of them in a row, and one of them's broken.
Yeah, always broken.
It's always broken. When I play skee ball, it's so satisfying when you throw that ball and you watch it roll up, and it doesn't hit the top one because you can never get those top corner ones.
I know, but
you get one in
everyone's
the
going to
middle.
try. Olympians could.
Olympians wouldn't go for the top ones. I don't think. I think they go for the because they're
going for the 40 instead of the 50.
Yeah. This would be an event where highest score wins. Very simple in that regard. So no sailing where you're like, oh, I dock you a point because the line fell in the water.
Could you imagine the disappointment on Olympians' faces when they get a 10? Like it just goes in the first loop and they're like, I practiced my whole life for this.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a
Instead of
bronze.
10,000.
Yeah.
But a lot of people go for those corner ones, but you really shouldn't. Go for the middle stuff. A lot easier to get, and you can rack up points real fast. I say that as someone who has gotten a number of tickets from these machines.
That's so specific.
A number.
A number of tickets.
The number of
7. He got 7 tickets.
Maybe. So skee ball, I say, replaces sailing to save us some money, and it's fun to watch. You've seen it. Crowds standing around watching people play skee ball.
I'm just waiting to play next.
Yeah.
Put my quarter
Put your
down.
quarter there?
I want to get 9 balls.
But you have to. They'll know you're an Olympian, though, because you'll be wearing the Speedo.
Just don't stand too close to him.
So skee ball replaces sailing. Kent, what do you have?
Golf. Golf is getting cut from the Olympic
You're
Games.
cutting golf?
Does anyone know that golf is played at the Olympics?
We have a golf course.
We do?
Have you not been to Luz? It's got a putt-putt out back.
Lose.
Which is why I'm glad you brought that up, because putt-putt mini golf is taking over as an Olympic event.
Oh,
Wait,
this is such a good
Did you
swap.
talk to Lou as well?
Listen, I talked to his niece.
Lou's niece?
Yeah, she's a cutie.
Bernice?
Bernice Lou's niece.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a cutie, and I love mini golf. Bernice actually said that she's going to add a few more obstacles to make this more, I guess, Olympic level tough. Because, you know, there is like the loop-de-loop, and there's the rocks in the way, and there's, you know, the sand and everything. But it's going to be a pretty cool mini golf area. Granted, we don't have too much money to spend, but I think golf as an Olympic sport is so boring because they play 4 days in a row of 18 holes. And then they go best of, which makes sense for the sport, but it's boring to watch as an Olympic event. And so I think mini golf, if it were quite challenging, would be cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can see trick shots and, like, you know, if there's a ball in the way, you can knock it out of the way. Kind of like curling does, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so...
But just imagine the one hockey player goes up and he's like, "You're going to die, clown." And he just starts beating on this.
Oh, there will be clowns for sure.
Lou will be so mad.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's going to happen? He's going to have to pay for that. Grease.
All right. And with that,
They got tempers.
mini golf replaces golf. Much more cost effective.
That sounds much more cost effective to
Yeah.
me, too.
I like that.
Oh, and the balls they use, can they be the colors of their flags?
Yes.
At least?
They have to hand paint them. We can have an
BYOB.
we can have an arts and crafts station nearby.
BYOGB.
That's just at the kind of the social hour where everybody's getting to know each other.
Oh, is everyone like painting their own golf
Yeah, paint-
balls?
yeah, come
Instead
there.
of getting like the neon pink and neon yellow.
Yeah, you go there and you paint your own golf ball.
I love it.
It's going to be real confusing to some of those countries where the stripes are vertical or horizontal, depending which one
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
I'm very thankful that we've reached this point. I'm making a choice that is not so much cost effective, except for the fact that nobody knows what kind of court we need for this event. It's handball. I don't know. I don't know what we need. We can't afford it. So handball is going because, well, nobody understands it anyway. Nobody likes it.
Can you explain it to me right now?
No, I can't. I've watched it.
It's a court-based indoor team sport whereby 2 sides of 7 players aim to throw a ball in the opposition's team's net to score a goal. I still couldn't even tell you what happened.
It's like soccer, but with your hands.
I watched
it's
an
football,
entire-
but with hands.
I watched an entire match and I was like, I don't, why is that happening? I don't get it. So, you know what we're going to replace this with? The event that I thought that handball was, which is wall ball. Okay.
Wall ball.
I remember wall ball.
Every time.
That's an Olympic sport. That's dumb.
I love wall ball.
High level wall ball play.
Highlight? We're talking about highlight now?
So we're not talking like racquetball. We're talking
no.
literally
Explain
wall ball.
wall ball for those who've never
Wall ball.
played wall
It's just
ball.
fun to say.
The object of the game is to throw the ball so that it bounces off the wall and then again on the ground before being caught by another player. If someone catches it before it hits the ground, you're out and you have to stand along the side of the activity area.
Is there a part of the game where you throw the ball at someone, like as a penalty?
Maybe. I mean, house rules. That sounds like
Are we
a big
using
thing.
tennis balls? Are we using the golf balls that people painted? Like, what are we using?
Pink rubber ball, baby.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It has a good thud against it. It's kind of close to a racquetball.
Is this like 2-1-2 or is this 1-on-1?
There's mixed doubles. There's
Oh,
one-on-one.
wow, you thought
we
about
got
this.
multiple events here. This is genuinely what I thought handball was. I was like, oh, yeah, I played handball when I was in school. Nope.
There's going to be so many bruises. I got pegged.
Okay, and as far as cost effective goes, where are we going to play it? Right up against the side of Luz. There's a big wall there.
That's true. It's got a nice mural
This
on there.
feels so corrupt, guys.
It's not corrupt.
This isn't Olympics.
the Olympics.
I don't trust him. I don't know about this.
You're getting free nachos and free bowling for a year. Ken.
I don't want to bowl and eat food at the same time.
That's what you do.
It's so greasy.
No, you stick your fingers in the holes and then you stick your fingers in the nachos.
I can't even
you
think
share
about
it with everyone else.
I'm a neat freak.
Wait till I put my whole hand in my shoe to see if there's a rock in there and then touch the nachos.
So I'm officially replacing handball with wall ball. Joel, it is your turn.
Do you guys know what one of the most expensive things at the Olympics is? Medical coverage.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Wait.
Is this like you getting a number of tickets?
Let me Google it. Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Sounds right.
I don't know what the health plan is in Baconsalia.
Because insurance and coverage is going to be an issue. So there's no way we can have people playing rugby in our
We're not
town.
even going to try.
Rugby.
Rugby. No way can we play rugby in our town because there's going to be major injuries there. So I'm getting rid of rugby sevens, which if you remember, it's like a smaller version of
rugby.
Yeah.
Rugby league and rugby union.
I mean, they're still big guys, but there's fewer.
Wait,
but I
what's-
understand.
But what's okay? Go on.
I understand people love numbers though. So instead of rugby sevens, hear me out, 4 square.
Explain the rules.
So
of Foursquare.
So if you've ever played Foursquare in elementary school, there are four squares, hence the name, and you have a ball. And when you take that ball, you have to bounce it into someone else's square.
Okay.
And if they're unable to catch it or get it before it leaves their square.
So it can bounce once.
Yes, you can bounce once in their square.
Is this kind of like a wall ball? Is that what we're saying? Or is it like a kickball?
Well, I'm thinking
a wall ball.
I'm thinking we need
it's got to be a traditional,
like how big is it?
It's like the big rubber ball. We can get one of those. I think we have
it's a
one.
kickball.
I think we have one at the elementary school.
It's a kickball.
Yeah, it's a kickball. Same sound. So yeah.
Can you peg people with it?
Oh, totally.
You all are hearing it right now. The sound of a kickball against someone's face.
4 countries, a country representative in each of the squares.
That's what it is.
This
and can you imagine? I remember,
is amazing.
I remember standing in line out like because you're waiting outside the square to go in. So
you wait
can
along
play
the edge of the square
until you get to the king square.
Yes.
And I remember waiting and just being enthralled with what was happening there. And I thought that could be an Olympic event and cost effective as well. Draws people in.
International relations opportunities here.
Yeah. Yeah. I can just imagine Japan spiking the ball on Russia and then yelling in their faces.
All right, Joel, you have removed rugby sevens and replaced it with
medical reasons.
I'm kind of sad about. I mean, I know there's great rugby teams and leagues. We just don't get to see them here in Baconsalia. Or the U.S. very much. And so it's kind of nice to see other countries play it on a big stage.
It's not like back in Utah where they apparently have a professional team, I guess.
They do?
We do.
What?
Warriors.
Nice.
Warriors with 2 Z's.
So we're replacing rugby sevens with Foursquare. Cost-effective choice, Joel. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kent, what do you have?
I'm going to get rid of the modern pentathlon. What's the modern pentathlon?
I'd never know.
It was introduced in the Olympics in 1912, and it was originally created to simulate the experience of a 19th century soldier caught behind enemy lines. What? And so it's a combination event, numerous stages. It involves... Actually, maybe this is kind of cool.
This is a cool one, but
it's a cool one. But we also did discuss it at length.
But it's fencing, swimming, jumping, pistol shooting, which is like the most notable one people kind of make fun of it for, and cross-country races. So it's running to spots, doing weird obstacles. It's like a Ragnar race, but with guns.
Yeah, I know, because you guys made me the champion for this in the Baconsale Summer Olympics.
How did you do, by the way?
Great.
You did?
Yeah.
In
my mind.
Oh.
I was very proud of myself for actually finishing
8th place.
I just did. When we did that episode?
3 years ago you started.
Yeah, and I just finished.
Yeah.
Go me.
So I'm going to replace the modern pentathlon, which I wasn't even sure what it was before I chose it to cut, and I'm going to replace it with kickball. We're going to hold on to those kickballs that we were playing Foursquare with.
I just used it, so that makes sense.
And so it's extra cheap. And you know what's nice? We have a baseball diamond at the local elementary, and we're going to use that baseball diamond to make kickball teams. And Zach, you mentioned this. They cut baseball from the Olympics, which is kind of weird because it's been around for a long time. Yeah. But, we need something like that. We need something with, outfielders and back wanderers and all that kind of stuff. And so we are going to form kickball teams. And I would just love to see kind of like the awkwardness of Olympians trying to really highly skilled kick a kickball, because you may be the best player ever, but it's like boom, and it will go sideways or hit the pitcher, or you can catch it.
It's going to end up in the mud pit.
Maybe, but it's always kind of unpredictable when you play kickball. Hopefully, we're not last picked. I think kickball has the PTSD of I got last pick for kickball.
Are they going to do picks? The Olympic teams are going to be picking Olympians.
Yeah,
to be
that's
on their
actually
team?
part of the sport.
Oh.
Even though you have a team, you're like, you know what? That person, they're not going to play.
Poor Bulgaria is like, no one picked me. Walk away. No offense.
Sorry, Bulgaria.
No offense to any Bulgarians listening.
But yeah, I think kickball would be pretty cool.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad with getting rid of modern pentathlon because I still don't really know what it is.
Sounds like a math equation.
It does.
The pentathlon theory? Sure. All right, Zach, you need to cut one and add one. What do you have in mind?
All right, my next choice, there's no theme. There's no logic. This is just spite. We're getting rid of football, okay?
Football?
Football.
Tell us why.
Because I hate soccer.
Oh.
I don't want to deal with it. There's too much attention. There's too much anger
I actually
around the
think
sport.
Football in the Olympics is kind of pointless, and because they just literally a week ago had the European League play.
Well, sure.
And it was huge, right?
Right.
You've got the World Cup, which people only care about that. And now all of a sudden it's like, hey, everyone go back to your teams, go back to your country's teams and play in the Olympics. That you're honestly, it's kind of like an NBA All-Star game where they don't really care to play rough.
No.
And so it's just recreation.
And Ronaldo's going to take it for Portugal every year anyway.
A human Pele, right?
Yeah, sure. So now I admit that
Human Pele? Pele was a human.
I said him and Pele.
Oh.
Human Pele. Android
Ronaldo,
Pele.
the human Pele.
The cyborg.
jeez. Now I admit that association football, as it were, soccer.
Yeah.
It's a fairly cost-effective sport. Okay, that's why it's probably so popular across the world. So there's not a lot that I can do to save money here by removing soccer.
Right.
But what are you doing when you watch soccer? You're watching a bunch of people run around and on grass. Sometimes they kind of slide in between people's legs a little bit. Yeah, that's right. We're going for freeze tag as the replacement for soccer.
Explain how freeze tag's going to be played at the Olympics.
Yeah.
How big are the teams?
They're again mixed. we've got 5-on-5s, 7-on-7s because that's the perfect Baconsale number.
Yeah.
And then
even though we're choosing 6.
we have mass chaos. It's your entire country's every athlete because everyone can participate. Every one of your athletes will go at the same time.
Not the gymnasts.
We only have
the
3.
gymnasts are like 4'3". How are you going to go between them?
How are we scoring
presents a
this?
challenge.
How do we determine a winner?
You actually
It's like last man standing.
It's like soccer.
That's what I'm saying. Like
sometimes there's ties and nobody knows.
But the last country standing, the last one unfrozen, is the winner.
Yes.
If the country gets
everyone
everybody?
else is frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's has
And
to
so
be a
you're
little
playing
bit of
freeze
guard.
tag rules, not tag, right? You're not going to
Freeze
tag them.
To clarify, in freeze tag, when a player gets tagged, he or she freezes and they're with their legs spread open just enough that you could have another player go, like shoulder width apart.
Sure.
Another player has to go through the open area to unfreeze the person. So it takes a lot of effort, and if
So it's not
slows you
toilet
down,
tag where you have to like flush their arm or anything.
No.
Like that. Yeah. Remember that one?
I forgot about toilet tag.
Yeah.
Zach, I'm not going to lie. Seeing the slow-mo videos of the cool trick plays in freeze tag would be the coolest stuff. Because think about it. Someone's being chased down and they're about to get frozen. And then all of a sudden they slide. And as they do, they unfreeze their partner who then freezes the person chasing the original guy. That's so
There's
cool.
so much opportunity here.
Yeah.
And unironically, have you guys seen like professional tag?
It's
It is
insane.
very intense, very cool. And so I think this would actually be more fun to watch than soccer, which is not super hard to do.
I feel like this leads the way into maybe the next games having hide and seek. But I don't know, maybe we can add that.
Stop.
That could be kind of cool.
A good idea.
Luz only has so many places to hide.
Yeah, he definitely wins the medal because we haven't found him since the last Olympics. All right. With that, freeze tag replaces football. Joel, you're up.
So on the last episode we did the Summer Olympics, we talked about how none of us liked weightlifting. We thought it was kind of not as exciting sport to watch because they sit there and grunt and lift something above their head and then drop it. Boom, done. What if we take those weightlifting Olympians, bring them here, give them a rope, put them by the mud pit, and it's a tug of war between weightlifters. No longer is it one man
My word.
versus a barbell.
Because when you watch weightlifting, you're kind of bored, right? Because they're all very strong.
Yeah. They all do the same thing, and it's only the judges who can look at them and be like, they lifted cleanly with the hang clean or whatever they say.
Wait, what did they say?
Hang clean.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, do you know how expensive those weights are? We here in Baconsalia,
I bought a couple from Target. Actually,
we have a couple 5-pound.
They're like $20 a piece, Joel.
Yeah,
we can't afford that.
No,
that's for a dumbbell.
Yeah, exactly. And don't call me that. But we only have those little exercise weights, like 5 and 10 pounders.
Yeah,
in the gym over there at the school. So I think this would be a great way to be like, you know what? Show your strength against each other. Pull over the mud pit, and whoever falls in loses, and then the winner moves on to the next person.
Could this be like Squid Games? Where like there's like a big chasm.
There is no lethal event.
Sharks? Can there be sharks and spikes underneath?
Pit. Maybe has some leeches in it. We're not sure.
Actually, yeah, leeches for sure.
Yeah. So
in keeping with the theme of last week's episode, Joel, you took one of mine. That's where we were headed next. I think this is a fantastic choice, and it does make sense.
It's so decisive, right?
Here's the controversy of a lot of our choices are the athletes don't necessarily transition over from one sport. If you've been training your whole life in rugby sevens and now have to play foursquare, that's kind of awkward. But if you've been training for weightlifting, you slide over to tug of war just fine. So now we have tug of war replacing wrestling. Kent, You're next on the Olympic Committee.
I hope this is not too controversial for mine. I'm going to cut the triathlon.
Why? Is it not a good one? It's the running, swimming, biking one.
It's pretty good, but I'm feeling like I want to cut it.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
And you know what? No one's really, this kind of like jack of all trades, master of none. It's like, oh, they're all competing. They're all doing well. And then you're like, oh, which round is this? Oh, is this cycling? I'll come back in 3 hours when they're running. Right? It's just a little kind of...
Running's where it's at.
Well, I think that's the last one because it's swimming, cycling, and running. And granted, if they're swimming and there's like something in the water, like barracuda or something like that, that could be pretty cool.
Well-established water's a struggle.
Or leeches. Who knows?
We don't have water to swim in.
But I think it's not a very fun thing to watch. And this was introduced in the 2000 Sydney Games. And we're going to replace the triathlon with the triathlon.
You just said triathlon with a triathlon. So how do we replace triathlon with triathlon?
Hold on. Triathlon, because these are lawn games.
Oh my gosh.
And maybe I'll have to choose 3 of these because we have bocce ball, croquet, horseshoes, cornhole, ladder ball.
So we just have to pick 3 lawn games.
So I'm going to go for cornhole.
Obviously.
Will be the first one.
Home run.
Croquet is going to be a major one.
Strategy.
Yeah. And then, okay, let's see. Ladder ball is...
Horseshoes and bocce ball are basically the same game.
Yeah.
And all similar to cornhole.
I don't know what ladder ball is. What's ladder ball?
It's where you throw the rope with the ball
with the string. The 2 golf balls that go the string.
That's the one.
We're going to let's do bocce ball, croquet, and cornhole. That is our triathlon.
Bocce ball.
And so, listen, you need to be really fit in order to play these games. Like, I guess.
I don't think you do.
So, yeah, once again, just for the joke, the triathlon replaces the triathlon. Zach, what do you got?
Oh, I don't know at this point. I want to... Well, water's a problem. Canoe is gone. We're just done.
Yeah,
Where are we going to do it? We don't know. Well, what we replace it with, I still want a water event. So we're going with slip and slide. Downhill slip and slide is replacing canoe.
Is this a race?
Yeah. Well, there's two types
Style
of events.
points?
There's
Okay.
2 types because it's all under the umbrella, right? Like aquatics. There's a bunch.
Wait, do we? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you have a single lane race. You have multi-lane race.
So it's like a slalom kind of a thing.
Yeah. There's going to be obstacle race.
What's the origin for the word slalom?
It's from
Listen
the
to
Dutch
that previous episode and find out.
slalom. Yeah, there's an obstacle race. And then there are, we'll call it the otter racing, where you have to have 2 people holding hands.
That's cute.
And then finally...
That could go really poorly.
That could. It would be disastrous. And then finally, there is a synchronized slip and slide. That's strictly for style points.
I would watch that.
And it's downhill.
Is it just water, or they put soap on the slip and slide as well?
So you go over to Lou's hardware store.
Yep.
You get tarps.
Guy owns everything in this town.
You get
Is he
tarps.
secretly Mayor Big Mustache?
Yes.
They're brothers.
Yeah. So you get some of the blue tarps, and it's just
Wait, we don't even have Crocodile Mile? We have tarps?
yeah tarps.
That's it?
It's cheap. And then, you just kind of soap and water.
I've seen it before where people will take, billboard signs.
Yeah.
They're actually just big strips of paper, or
Yeah.
not paper, but like a material. And they've taken those and put those on a giant hill and then sled down that.
Wow.
Pretty entertaining.
See, I feel like this is a controversial choice. And I feel like, I don't know if you remember the last Olympic Games where they had downhill slip and slide, but there were rocks. They thought it was just a grassy hill, but there were some rocks.
The last one, we were going to be the first ones to do it. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, that's why they actually removed it
Can't
from the
mistake
games.
it wasn't in the Olympic Games. It was just international competition. It was like one of those pre.
The qualifying.
Argentina was furious. They sued. They got cut up. They got welts. Everyone's getting belted.
That's awful. Well, nonetheless, downhill slip and slide.
Can every country wear Speedos for this one at least?
They gotta have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like how I want everyone to wear Speedos?
That's a little weird. I'm
If
not
it's
gonna
just
lie.
us.
It's a little weird.
Joel, what do you have next?
We've discussed we don't have large bodies of water. Now, I did figure out that
But we do, however, have large bodies.
the Hendersons, they do have an in-ground pool. So we can use that for some stuff.
Sure.
But
Okay.
that's not going to be enough for surfing. So I don't think we can
surfing is cool.
No, it isn't. None of us scored surfing very high last time, did
But
we?
surfing as a thing is cool.
Oh, I gave it a bronze. You guys give it gold.
This was introduced at the Tokyo Games in 2021.
Yes. But I feel like these Olympians, these athletes are going to come here and they're going to want to show off their skills. And they can't if we can't do their event, right?
Do we not have a flow rider in the city?
No.
That'd be cool.
Who are we, Ogden? No,
The weirdest thing ever said.
we don't have it. But we do have these athletes who want to show off their talents. And surfing always takes so long, and they have to wait for the right waves. And it's time consuming, which costs money. Time is money.
Yeah, you're right.
So time is where I'm going, because instead of surfing, these Olympians are going to be holding their breath.
What?
Who can hold their breath the longest?
The Hendersons are hosting.
No. The Hendersons have I just found out the Hendersons have I was texting some people during the recording and found out the Hendersons.
So would you kind of combine this into the aquatic section?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they're just going to go under the water and hold their breath. And whoever comes up last wins.
You know what's so great about this?
Huh.
It's probably the easiest one to score.
Yeah.
Right, because the judges are just
First,
sitting
second,
there
third.
watching.
Or third, second, first.
And you know what's cool is there's going to be some players where like you're going to see tiny bubbles and like, oh, they're struggling.
Well,
that's a tenth of a point missed.
The reason I texted the Hendersons was because I was worried.
What's the mom's name?
Felicia.
Okay, sure.
So I thought about, well, we'll just have them hold their breath on land. But then I remembered, you know what? Just stand there and hold their breath. But some people could cheat.
Yep.
Some people just sit there and breathe through their nose and be like, I'm holding my breath.
That also happened at the international games too.
Yeah, huge scandal.
There's no fun without the risk of death.
Yeah. So then I said, you know what? I texted the Hendersons. They said, yes, you can use our pool for the Olympic event.
How
of holding
long
your
can
breath.
you hold your breath for?
Me?
Who do you think would win here in holding their breath?
You don't know how bad I want to do this right now, but that's terrible.
I know. I want to as well. We love this stuff. Zach, can you hold your breath pretty well? Not on land. We don't want land holding your breath.
We don't do it on the podcast. We do it for like
I can do it very well.
We do it for a Patreon video. I think I could win you guys my lung capacity.
You really think so?
I think so.
Huh? You are full of hot air.
I am. Oh,
there we go. Trash talking about holding your breath.
Zach's,
are you
holding his breath right
Here's
now.
the thing. I feel like. Do you guys ever like go through bridges like tunnels?
Yeah.
And hold your breath?
Yeah.
But then you kind of cheat as well?
Yeah.
There's no cheating in water.
Exactly.
Zach, breathe, please.
No. He already did. I heard him laugh before.
You can exhale, but you can't inhale.
Listener, tell us who you think would win in holding their breath.
I can't keep laughing. I'm not.
I love this so much. So this is like, there's going to be like the top 2 or 3 players from every aquatics team to hold their breath, and they're going to represent the country.
Yeah. And whoever can hold their breath the longest gets the gold medal.
I like this. You kind of combine a couple of mine together. I kind of wanted weightlifting to be replaced with hold your breath, hold the weight, hold your breath.
Yeah.
But you know,
everything has to be a joke.
Too. We don't even have to do we don't have to wait for each person to go. We have all the Olympians do it at the same time in the pool, and whoever comes up first is out, and they just get them out like that. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy.
Do we have a lifeguard on duty?
No, it's a pool.
Listen,
they have a sign that says no lifeguard on duty.
What if someone holds their breath too long?
And then they have a sign that says welcome to our ool. Notice there's no pee in it. Let's keep it that way. It's right there.
It's so professional.
It's the Hendersons. You know, they've got a sense of humor.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Kent, what is your next move?
I want to get rid of tennis.
What?
Yeah, come on.
Wait,
tennis is good.
Tennis or table tennis?
Tennis. Table tennis is great.
Wow.
Table tennis belongs at our Olympic Games.
But tennis is...
It really does, actually.
The Christiansens have a great ping pong table.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Huh.
Newly refinished.
They've never invited me over since they remodeled their house.
It's slightly uneven, but just don't play on the left side. You know?
Okay, but you're getting rid of tennis? Is this just because they're vastly superior tennis events?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No one really watches tennis at the Olympics.
No.
And there's Wimbledon, all that kind
Wimbledon
of stuff,
exists.
right?
Why would you?
I'm going to replace it with, oh my gosh, I can't decide what would be the most fun, but I'm going to go with Red Rover.
Red Rover?
Red Rover.
Hold on.
Red Rover. Send Uruguay right over.
Hold on. I don't understand how you win this game as a single person. Is this a team event now?
It's a team event.
So
that's allowed.
But it's tennis. We're replacing tennis with a team event. It's like a single person to go the team event.
The entire former tennis team.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to why I chose this. I just couldn't choose. But just imagine, like, for example, Uruguay against Czechoslovakia. Is that still a country?
Sure.
Who even knows? So they are opposing sides, and they must know the other players of the other teams because they are choosing probably who they think is the weakest performing member of the Red Rover team to come on over.
Red Rover.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have to break.
Have you explained how people play Red Rover?
So Red Rover, you basically join arms.
I didn't explain hold your breath, but I think people get it.
It's kind of in the name. So Red Rover, you're just best buddies. You're just holding hands with your best friends.
Or a girl that you like.
Or, oh, yeah.
That was my secret.
You hold on tight. That's your secret?
That was my secret because
You're always flirting?
I would not let go.
And then you have someone run over, and this weakest player may choose to run through the weakest handhold. And if they go through, that's a point for them.
And what happens? Don't they then join the chain on the other side? Is that
no? It's just a point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if they get clotheslined, if they get blocked, if they can't break that chain, that is no point gained.
Okay.
And so Red Rover is now an Olympic sport. Okay, Zach, you've got another choice.
I do.
What are you going to cut?
All right. The reign of breaking has gone too far.
It hasn't even started yet.
No.
To explain breaking, by the way.
Please do, because I don't get it.
And there's a longer explanation because we never talked about this in a previous episode. It comprises 2 events, one for men and one for women, where 16 B-boys and 16 B-girls will face off in spectacular solo battles. Athletes will use a combination of power moves, including windmills, the 6-step, and freezes as they adapt their style and improvise to this is literally on the website for the Paris Olympic Games, and improvise to the beat of the DJ's tracks in a bid to secure the judges' votes and take home the first Olympic breaking medals. This is the debut.
I'm confused. They're dressed as bees?
This isn't a Joel Halloween costume.
B-boys and B-girls. I'm picturing like yellow and black stripes. What's happening? B-boys.
But can you believe this is an Olympic event?
I don't know how it became Olympic.
Do you think people are going to watch it? Heck yeah, they are.
Will they?
Jabberwockies are going to be there performing? Probably.
Maybe.
You guys remember them?
Oh, yeah, with the masks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a strategic change I want to make to this.
So you're getting rid of the breaking.
Getting rid of breaking.
Break
Kind
stuff.
of.
Okay.
You know what this event needs? A small round bag, usually filled with plastic pellets or sand, kicked into the air as part of a competitive game.
A hacky sack?
It's a hacky sack.
Oh no.
We're turning breaking
Stinky corner over there.
into hacky sack. Basically the same event, but they're going to be kicking a beanbag in the air.
How many teams are playing at once? How many countries are playing at once?
There's going to be 3 intermingling.
So with hacky sack, if you don't catch it with your foot and kick it to the next person,
Done.
You lost a point or you're out.
You're out. And you don't want to just look at one at a time. So we're going to, for efficiency's sake, 3 teams at a time. And then
sense.
once those 3 done, we rotate through.
Are you choosing hacky sack because we have a whole bunch of hacky sacks, like from the Lost and Found at Lewes?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep showing up. We don't know why.
From
Well, there was
1997.
this one hacky sack tour that came in.
And they're all Jamaican colors.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Well, for some reason, 311 comes every year. And so
I love it.
we have plenty left over. It's fine.
What a beautiful disaster.
All right, Amber.
Just gonna name songs.
Just name songs.
Don't say home.
Don't tread on me. Okay. Hacky sack replaces breaking because they're basically the same thing. Joel?
Are they?
More or less. Joel, you are headed toward your 6th and final pick.
My final pick.
Yes, according to the Olympic Committee.
For my final pick, in speaking with the Hendersons, they said there's no way we could do rowing in their pool. Sure. Is the mud pit going to be sufficient for that?
Oh yeah, no.
So I'm getting rid of rowing.
We got rid of canoe as well and sailing.
Because there's the water.
We can't do it.
A lot of the water things. We can't build an Olympic-sized pool. The diving is going to be really weird, though, if any of you keep that, because I don't know how they're going to pull off in the Henderson's
Okay,
pool. It's going to be basically diving off the edge of the pool over and over again. No splash. But I am getting rid of rowing, and I am replacing it with, rowing is a lot of kind of that repetitive movement.
Yeah.
Stroke, stroke, stroke. So what I'm going to do, hula hooping.
What?
It's aerobic exercise, much like rowing. It requires a lot of upper body strength.
Little
much
core
like
right
rowing.
there. Oh, yeah.
Core strength. You got to have that. So hula hooping. We're going to have these Olympians come in and hula hoop. Once again, similar to the holding your breath. We're going to have them do it together.
Very similar. Easy to score.
Cindy Henderson actually said we can borrow her collection of hula hoops. She has a bunch of them.
She's so nice.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
And she said we could borrow her collection. She's got like 25 of them.
Some have been stepped on. So
That's
they got the bent corners.
We'll give that
Disadvantage.
We'll give that to Bolivia.
Wait, do they have the beads in the hula hoop?
Some of them do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're not all the same size.
No, we're not the same
Are there
size.
points for style, or is it just length of time?
That's up to the judges, but I definitely think style would be impressive. Instead of just, the normal thing, if they're doing it
Like
on
going,
their wrist,
like, up
then going on
the
their
body.
neck, and then going on their other arm, that would be impressive to me.
That would be pretty cool.
As long as you keep the hula hoop up, it's good.
Yeah.
So I'm replacing rowing and making those same athletes do hula hooping.
I love it. That's your last choice.
That's my last choice.
I feel like this is like a grade school assembly.
Dude, we're saving so much money. We're saving so much money. And I think hula hooping would be a fun Olympic sport to watch personally. And that's not just because I love the Hudsucker proxy, which I do.
Kent, what is your final choice?
I'm going to get rid of Taekwondo.
Oh.
Wait, but that was the more interesting of the two.
No,
you're going to get rid of judo.
They got rid of karate for the recent ones.
Did they?
Am I getting rid of judo or Taekwondo? One of them. We only need one. What do you guys think? Should I get rid of judo or Taekwondo?
Isn't judo the slow karate? Isn't that what we determined last time?
I think Taekwondo is like defensive kicks.
Taekwondo, we gave higher scores.
Yeah, there's more kicks.
Okay,
So we're getting rid of judo.
Judo. We're getting rid of judo. So instead of breaking boards, we're going to be making boards because the event at this year's Olympics is the Pinewood Derby.
How is the Pinewood Derby making boards?
Because you make cars out of wood blocks. Do you get what I'm saying?
But you're not making the board.
You're kind of worked, Joel.
The Pinewood Derby did it.
The Pinewood Derby. Listen, we already
have the one dad
we
in
have
the
the
back
track.
being like, I illegally weighted it.
Yeah.
Too much graphite.
No, listen. The judges will be watching that like crazy. And there's the one track that we got from the local church.
Yeah.
And you have like the nails
They're
that
not
go
using
up.
it anymore.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We still have basketball.
But I think to have each country make their own tiny
Pinewood
baby
Derby
car.
And they paint it. We have the paint from the golf balls, arts and crafts.
Totally. Like obviously we could test the cars because this is the Olympics. Like it's going to be a big deal and it is a car to represent the entire country. There's going to be races and there will be qualifying matches, much like the Olympics, much like downhill skiing. It's like you got to get a few practice runs in and then there will be the finals and it will be a nail biter. Pinewood Derby.
Did we have one of those automated tracks that like electronically track was there, or is it one where like just things pop up?
Things just pop up.
So it's mechanical.
Listen, don't get crazy.
I don't know.
We're gonna eyeball the winner, okay?
Oh, probably.
So Pinewood Derby will be the Olympic Games.
How were you guys at the Pinewood Derby? Did you fare pretty well?
No, because I followed the rules. I didn't weigh it down enough. I always went for a look.
Follow the rules. You're supposed to weigh it down.
I always went for looks over speed. Because I don't think I did it right.
Never once participated. Never once.
Well, wait till the Olympics come.
Joel, are you going to say would you win the Pinewood Derby?
When I was a child, no, it was not a very good experience for me because I would I'm a wolf, and then I'd have the pointy ears would kill the drag.
Right, it's like I made the Batmobile.
Yeah,
you lost.
Yeah, but then I watched the Mark Rober video.
As an adult.
Pinewood Derby. Yeah, as an adult, and helped my son, and we ended up placing first. So
really,
yeah, good tips.
Oh, you're feeling pretty good.
I was going to say,
are you going to represent the country
of Baconsalia?
Yeah, yes.
You're organizing the games and playing in them.
If I can watch the Mark Rober video again, yes.
Nope, you can't.
Had to borrow my dad's saw.
All right, Zach, you have one more choice.
I do.
Make us proud.
There are several events on here that I don't really care for. Come on, wrestling's still here. I'm not a huge Taekwondo guy.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts. Basketball I was making fun of earlier.
Yeah, basketball is interesting, but I think everyone likes to see the U.S. kind of
dominate.
It's like football.
Yeah.
But you know what's been included ever since the modern games in like 1896 is shooting. I'm getting rid of shooting.
But it's shooting. You watch people shoot things.
You say that.
Watching
but is it actually that entertaining?
It's like a pellet gun.
Okay, a pellet gun.
It's air pistol, air rifle, double trap, pistol, rapid fire pistol, rifle, skeet, and trap shooting events.
Skeet and trap shooting, fine. We're hitting some targets. We're hitting some things flying through the air. But what if, instead of that, we were running around in body armor shooting paintballs?
Oh,
paintballing is replacing shooting.
Good idea.
This is a draw. This will get us. Here's the thing: that is a little more expensive, but that will get viewers. We can get sponsorships.
Yeah.
Imagine everyone wearing the body armor. It says "Lou's Bowling Alley" on it.
Once again,
I'm gonna go in for the free mozzarella sticks if we do that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have coordinating, colors for the countries.
So to explain people that weren't raised in the 90s, what is paintball?
Paintball, it's where you and a bunch of smelly guys.
So your country.
Yeah, your country. Yeah. You gear up in body armor that doesn't really work all that well, including basically a dirt bike helmet.
Sure.
And you run around with high pressure like CO2 BB guns full of balls loaded with paint.
Little plastic balls with paint inside, and when they hit you,
ping pong ball.
When they hit you, they hurt.
They hurt. Mm-hmm. They hurt a lot.
Personal experience, you do not want to get hit with a paintball.
One team goes out and they hide.
Yes.
At one end, or maybe they both just run out. It's been since 1995.
Generally, some kind of obstacle course involved.
We're gonna have to build that. This is probably gonna be the most expensive new event we're putting on.
We're gonna do it.
It's plywood and trees, Joel.
We're going to essentially do it.
That's expensive. Yeah.
Then we're going to do it through other events while they're happening.
Oh,
They're going to be playing paintball.
Pinewood Derby.
They're going to be playing paintball on the same court as the hacky sack at the same time as the event.
Oh, this is going to be mayhem.
This is going to be absolute mayhem.
What have you done?
We could do it during the hold your breath thing too. So every time
Hold your
someone
breath.
pops up,
Yeah.
you're out.
I saw you breathe.
You guys have played paintball, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you at it?
I was 14 years old. I felt like I was pretty good.
Yeah.
Wasn't John Wick or anything.
I am more of a laser tag man myself as
that's
far as
fun,
skill level
You
goes.
could have chosen that one.
Well, paintball is probably going to be more entertaining.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like laser tags in the dark.
Not cost effective, but it's going to be a hoot to watch.
I remember one time we went to paintballing and we didn't know what we were doing. And I've been a few times, but this one of the first times we went in the forest and it was just like place they were doing it there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like just us by ourselves. And we get there and I'm like wearing like, I didn't have camo or anything. So I just wore a leather bomber jacket, like a brown leather bomber jacket. My dad was wearing like an orange hunting jacket. And then we had to run around with these guys who were like shrouds of camo over their face and were like hanging in trees and stuff. And I was like,
Jeez.
so out of my element here. A lot of fun though. I think it's a fantastic choice, Zach.
I think it's actually an upgrade, and they should do it immediately.
Because we didn't cut hockey. We didn't cut field hockey.
We didn't replace
field
it.
hockey.
We have a field and we have a puck.
field hockey.
Well, we have the burgers that are really charred from.
No, you don't use.
bowling
I
alley.
think you use a ball in field hockey.
Fine, Kent. You know what? Baconsale perfect number 7. You get one more.
What?
Olympic
He gets
Committee.
one more?
Wait, so beep, 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 beep. Breaking news for the Olympic Committee. You can now pick 7 to get rid of Zack Attack. Because this is kind of fun.
What that means is we're getting rid of one solid event for one of our choices.
You say solid, I say expensive.
Okay, Kent, think about your 7th pick.
Okay. I pretty much have it, but is Joel going to start?
No, you go first.
No, fine.
You want me to go
there
first?
You
Sure.
want it to happen. Let's do it.
This is Zack Attack. Let's go out of
Wait,
order.
Yeah.
Because Zach's getting rid of a tier 1 event. I kind of want to do that too. That sounds kind of fun. Should I do it? No, I'll just say it because I want to get rid of field hockey. I think it's weird. Like, why is that an event? And we're going to replace it with street hockey. Like, that just doesn't make sense to
That's
me.
an upgrade.
Right?
Yeah. Wait, are we going to have roller skates or are people just going to run around?
Listen, if you have roller skates in your country
BYOS
or rollerblades, but honestly, for those people like, the poor kids, they're going to run around in sneakers.
That's what they have to do sometimes.
And also,
what I
this
did.
kind of like when you play street hockey, you're dodging cars too.
Car.
Game on.
Game on.
Game on.
We're going to use one of those pink balls that they use for wall ball as the street hockey
Sure.
ball.
Yeah. Once we're done with the event, though, it's a 2-week deal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And people will get hurt. People will get road rash as they're playing street hockey. So good luck to everyone. I know that's kind of out of order. Joel, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Joel.
Sure, I'll go next. So I feel like fencing is one of those.
I was going to go for fencing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good choice, Joel.
No, I feel like fencing is one of those that we talked about it last time. It's a little confusing, the point system. And I feel like the event may not be as exciting as people think, and it's more expensive.
It's been in every Olympic Games.
It's better
One of the first
conceptually
sports
than
ever.
it is. And like the points happen so fast.
It was in Die Another Day.
That's
Yes.
true. And that was
That's
entertaining
cool.
there.
Instead of trying to stab each other with little pointy swords, I'm thinking we throw little pointy swords at the wall because I'm saying darts. Oh,
Darts.
Straight up darts.
You could be like, we could throw like daggers or like axes, and you're going with darts.
I'm going with darts.
All right.
Because I feel like darts is, once again, you're throwing darts at a target.
Yeah.
Very easy to score.
Okay.
And I think that could be a fun thing. In fact, we could do all sorts of bar games.
Okay, go on.
It's like, because we have
Like the triathlon.
Yeah, kind of
Okay,
like that. Yeah.
sure.
So it'd be
Yeah.
like we could do darts or foosball or billiards if they want.
Okay.
That's whatever's in Lou's Tavern.
Oh, dang it.
It's
With
next
the
door to the
Lou
bowling
again.
alley.
Is Pong involved in any way?
Well, we already have table tennis on there.
Root beer Pong?
Root beer pong?
Yeah.
Oh. Sure.
So we want the Olympians to stay sober, obviously.
Yes,
so
yes. It's
I kind of like this idea.
yeah, so kind of bar sports, bar games instead
So we
of
got rid of soccer,
fencing.
but we have foosball.
Have we got rid of soccer?
Yeah, I got rid of soccer
we have
earlier.
foosball, Yeah.
I respect this.
Okay.
Actually, darts would be really cool to watch.
Yeah.
It'd be like Robin Hood.
It's not.
Prince of Thieves.
It's not. I watched it on TV. It's not good.
Then watch the billiards. That'd be fun.
Yeah, there's always
Right?
things.
Trick shots. Well, what's your pick? What's your bonus pick, Zach? Since you Zach attacked us.
All right. I want to put an actual like full blown game in there, but
Okay.
this is you brought this upon yourself. I like games. I like races. I
Sure.
like anything in which there is a clear winner.
Yeah.
You do.
Gymnastics is going.
No.
That's like
Zach.
Gymnastics is gone.
Zach, that is the pinnacle.
we have a gym floor.
A sawhorse is not a pommel horse.
By the,
It can be if you nail
by
it
the
to the ground.
sacred name of Dominic Mocianu, how dare you?
No, it's gone. Gymnastics Gone.
Are you kidding me?
Who put him on the Olympic Committee?
That gets rid of rhythmic gymnastics,
Oh, thank goodness.
trampoline,
Oh, bleh.
uneven bars, all that good stuff.
We have a trampoline.
Gone. Give me clear winners every time. And what's more clear than knowing how many runs you score in wiffle ball?
We still have baseball. You could have
baseball's
replaced.
gone.
Baseball's gonna. We have kickball. We put
Kickball.
That's right.
And wiffle ball. Because both in an Olympic level are better than baseball.
Wait, can the gymnasts now play wiffle ball?
Gymnasts can play wiffle ball.
They can't run with their tiny little legs.
Explain wiffle ball.
Their
Zach.
tiny strong legs.
Wiffle ball is like small baseball with with a wiffle ball. It's a tiny plastic ball with a bunch of holes in it, and you actually bat with more like a stick.
Yeah.
And good wiffle ball pitchers are kind of insane,
Right.
Because you can really get the ball to move all over, and rather than like throwing it to a catcher, you're just kind of throwing it against a wall. It's really strange. And you play. This is why we can pull it off. You play wiffle ball in very confined areas.
So we can do it on the same place we do kickball.
We could probably do it in the Bacon Den. Like,
Yeah, because even if you hit it really hard, like sometimes it could fly a mile away. Sometimes like,
yeah. You play it in a really confined space. You can probably play it inside loose.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be a big upgrade.
that's
because
so mean to gymnastics.
that's what we get. We flew too close to the sun, and now judge sports are gone.
I don't like how Zach attacked us and then got rid of one of the most popular Summer Olympic sports and left wrestling on the table.
Wrestling is
weird.
It's got
Wrestling.
It's staying?
We couldn't get them all.
Okay.
Couldn't get them all.
Fine. Can you tell us what our 32 events are in the Baconsalia Summer Olympics? Just in case we do a winter show and make up sports of that.
Now I'm just going to read this in alphabetical
32
order.
events.
Your
Okay.
new 32 events are aquatics. Hey.
Which is what? Diving?
In the Henderson
Swimming.
pool.
In the Henderson pool. Archery.
I guess
Which
doing
we
that-
have big
Honestly,
darts and little darts.
I think we like archery. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, athletics. So, the running and the
Yeah, the
track
classic
and field.
ones. Yeah,
That's
stuff.
classic.
Yeah,
guys.
Bryce didn't get rid of that. Gymnastics.
That's not very expensive.
But now we have bar games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Darts,
Bar
foosball.
games. Big tiny
Billiards.
archery. There we go. Well, basketball stays.
Sure.
We've got bowling.
Burgers.
We keep cycling. I can't win them all.
Yeah, BMX is pretty
You can
cool.
ride a bike around.
Yeah.
We have downhill slip and slide.
Super fun to watch.
Flag football.
Love it.
Foursquare. Freeze tag. Hacky sack. Hold your breath.
Hold your breath.
Horse. The basketball game. Hula hooping. Oh, hula hooping. That's great. Kickball. Mini golf replaced golf.
Okay, love it.
Paintball replaced shooting. Proud of that one. Pinewood Derby. Red Rover. Skateboarding stayed.
That's an actual event. That's not one of ours.
Skateboarding, yeah.
Stayed. It fits. Skee ball.
Not part of the bar games because it's independent.
Bowling and small bowling. Okay. Sport climbing stayed.
It's kind of fun to
That's
watch.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
Street hockey replaced
Yeah.
field hockey. Thank
Makes
goodness.
sense.
Table tennis, again, was
Stays.
already there, but
Yeah.
it fits. Taekwondo.
How did Taekwondo slide through?
Because we didn't know what it was, and so we got confused.
Let me just say carefully, triathlon is in there. Tug of war. Volleyball stays. That's a good sport.
Well, yeah, beach volleyball. Have you seen it? I have.
And-
Obvious. Wall ball, wiffle ball, and wrestling. Wrestling.
So there you go. There are the Baconsalia Summer Olympics.
Would you watch, listener?
Yeah. Would you watch these events? And what events would you have picked? What, playground games or
Yeah.
other things would you like to see become Olympic events? Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on Instagram. We love hearing from you. It's how we know you're hearing us. And before we go, we'd like to give some love to our patrons, those that help keep the lights on here in the Bacon Cave, including the I Am Listener tier, which has Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Sir and Madam Hicks, Shannon West, Scott Bottom Sprague, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry A. Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Gilkowski, Casey Cummings, Angela Plotz, and Adam and Rachel Crump. And then we have our Bacon Counselor, which includes the other Brit, Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Stephen, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons. You are the triath to our lawn.
Yeah.
Lawn. It's a terrible pun, but I enjoy it still. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quick Wits, who perform at the Midvale Performing Arts Center and the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quick Wits Facebook page.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kenny3DD. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Tumbling Mustard. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to @Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale where you can get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale where you can get all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. We had a lot for our Elvis episode. That was kind of fun. Mm-hmm. And we also have those Bacon bits, which happen almost all the time, except for when we're rushed for time, then they still happen for some reason. I don't know why.
Sure.
Patreon.com/Baconsale.
So until next time, thank you for listening to this episode of Baconsale, which was sponsored by Lou's Bowling Alley and Tavern.
You know who else
really
loved the
meant that.
episode?
Who dat?
Your mom.
Oh, Baconsalia, oh, Baconsalia.
Oh, Baconsalia.
That's the theme song?
Oh, Baconsalia.
Hey, it's our country. We can have a mayor if we want.
It's
Prime Minister Bigmustache.
We can mayor if we want to.
That's our other theme song.
I think it's really aerodynamic.
It's not for me.
BYOS. I have been hand making little saddles for all the dogs in town.
We're getting rid of horses. I never made it to the end of the game. I couldn't spell.
I say this as someone who has gotten a number of tickets.
Yeah, she's a cutie, and I love mini golf. This isn't Olympics. Is that true?
I don't know. Am I right? Am I right?
It's like a Ragnar race, but with guns. Like,
Poor Bulgaria is like, no one picked me.
and that's for a dumbbell.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
don't call me that.
There's no fun without the risk of death.
There's no cheating in water.
Exactly.
Zach, breathe, please.
No. Welcome to our ool. Notice there's no P in it. Let's keep it that way.
Red Rover.
Hold on.
Red Rover.
Hold
Send
on.
Uruguay right over.
The reign of breaking has gone too far.
By the
ground.
sacred name of Dominic Mocianu, how dare you?
No.
Who are we, Ogden?